everyone, Cindy here with Monarch Mom DIY, where I love to bring you the best tips and tools for creating beautiful home decor on a budget. Today I have 5 high-end looking but easy to make neutral farmhouse home decor DIYs. Here we go. DIY number 1, we're going to make this cute farmhouse standing shelf using 3 of these floating shelves from Dollar Tree, some different ribbons, some white chalk paint, and 2 of these large 5-gallon paint stir sticks. Now these were free from Ace Hardware, but you can buy these at Lowe's or Home Depot as well. And I'm just going to give each of these a really good coat of our white Waverly chalk paint. Then taking some E6000 and hot glue, I'm going to glue one of our floating shelves to these paint stir sticks right at the bottom. And I'm using a combination of E6000 and hot glue and just lining that up on those little notches that are on the back of the shelf and let that dry completely. Then I'm going to measure up about 7 or 8 inches and then place our second shelf, gluing it the same way, and then the third one. For a sign or a topper for our shelf, I'm using this piece from a fall Dollar Tree sign, and I'm just going to cover it with black chalk paint. I wanted to use some of this cork ribbon just to give some accent on the white paint stick pieces that you can see between the shelves. So I just cut a piece for each section there and just hot gluing that down. You can see on all 4 of those sections of paint stick. Then taking some of my black and white checked gingham ribbon from Hobby Lobby. This is a 3/8 ribbon, I believe. I'm just going to go around that base ledge there of each of my shelves. Then I printed out this Home Sweet Home, just a Google image search, and I scribbled some pencil on the back, and then using my stylus, it's going to transfer to our little black sign here. You can kind of see it there. Just enough that I can then go over it with my white Elmer's painter's marker and have a nice, cute little handwritten title for our shelf. And we're going to also add some gingham ribbon to that on the top and bottom edges all the way across. And then once that ribbon is trimmed, we'll go ahead and glue our little sign to the top of our shelf. Look how cute this is. It can either stand or it does have the hangers on the back of the floating shelves. You could hang this on a wall if you'd like. And it was really quick and easy to put together. For DIY number 2, we're going to make a really cute farmhouse succulent picture trio using 3 of these square signs, these succulent wall stickers, black and white, check, scrapbook paper, and these 3 wood circles. So I only had 2 of these larger circles and then just this smaller flat circle from Walmart. But after filling in the holes on the 2 ornaments, and we're going to just give all 3 of these a coat of white chalk paint on the top and the sides. Then coming to our square signs, we're removing the 2 pieces from the center, and my plan was to pop out the back, but these signs you can't take out the back, so no painting or Mod Podging the back. We're just going to measure the opening and then cut some scrapbook paper that we will then just adhere right over top that flower paper on the center of all 3 of our signs. You could definitely glue this paper if you wanted. I'm just using an Elmer's adhesive tape runner from Walmart, going around the edges and a little bit in the center, and then just dropping that scrapbook paper square right in the center of the back of our sign. Now with our 3 white circles, I'm going to put these 2 larger succulents on the 2 larger circles. Just center those on there and make sure they're down really well. And then use one of the smaller succulents on that smaller circle from Walmart. Then just go ahead and take your hot glue and glue those 2 larger circles right down to the center of the square sign. Now with that smaller circle, I decided to use 2 of the wood squares that were originally on these square signs just to elevate that circle a little bit more, kind of like the other 2 are a little thicker. So just glue that down in the center, and then your 3rd circle glued down, and you've got a really cute set of succulent wall hangings or shelf sitters. These would look cute in a tiered tray as well. DIY number 3, some wall sconce flower boxes. I used 2 pieces of scrap wood, these plant brackets, 2 wood crates, these 2 jars, and these hanging jar lids. So I wanted my wood crate, my nice new wood crates from Dollar Tree, to look worn and old like my little fence pieces here. So the first thing I did, they both already kind of had a yellowish tint to them. So then I took some of my mineral chalk paint and used that on my crate and sanded it out a little bit. Then I added some of that light gray color as well to my wood pieces and sanded it in until I thought my crates and my tall wood pieces looked about the same. Now these are plant brackets from Dollar General, but they have these at Dollar Tree as well. I'm just using my drill and my screwdriver here to drill those into these pieces of wood. Then taking wood glue, I'm now down at the bottom of my wood piece. I'm going to wood glue my crate to the bottom of each of my sconces. Once those wood crates were all dry, I'm taking some of my floral foam bricks from Dollar Tree, adding a little hot glue to the bottom. Each of these crates perfectly holds 1.5 of these floral foam bricks, so giving one whole one to each crate, and then taking my 3rd one and cutting it in half and adding that to the crate as well. Once that floral foam is in there, then we will cover with a light layer of the floral moss, and then just add the florals of your choice. You could do just greenery, you could do any type of flowers you could change out for the holidays. I'm just really loving these greenery bouquets right now, so I've been using them a lot for spring color. Now coming to our jars, these jars are from Dollar Tree, and also you can buy these lids that are open at the top and have a chain to hang. So these are really cool. You just take off the other lid, put this lid on, and now you've got like a hanging candle holder. You can put battery powered tea lights in or whatever type of candle you'd like, and then that can hang from that top plant bracket there at the top of the sconce, and then you've got the flower box at the bottom. And this is what these look like. They actually do stand up okay, but I would put a sawtooth hanger on the back and hang them on a wall. I think they would look really sharp, maybe even on my fireplace mantle. I think DIY number 4 is another easy one that anybody can make. I found these black and white hexagon planters at Dollar Tree. I have one of each, and then I have this black and white contact paper and some nautical rope. So the first thing I did after removing the labels is I'm going to flip one of these over. Doesn't matter which one, because you can always change your mind. And I'm going to glue them together base to base using a combination of E6000 glue and some hot glue as well. I decided I wanted to measure these little rectangular sections here so that I can add some rectangles of the really pretty black and white contact paper. So I'm actually only going to cut 6 of these rectangles. 3 of them will go on the black planter and 3 will go on the white planter, but I will alternate and you'll see what I mean here in a second. I did just trim that down a little bit. I want to say it was around 4 inches by 5 inches. As long as they're all the same size, that's pretty much all that matters. So here you can see I'll take the first piece and I'm going to apply it as close as I can to the center of this black rectangle on the planter, and then I'm going to turn and the next one's going to go down on the white planter, so it'll kind of go up, down, up, down, up, down, if that makes sense. So 3 on the black planter and 3 on the white. And then, because we love jute rope in Farmhouse Decor and to cover up where these 2 planters are glued together, we're going to run a nice generous line of hot glue and have our nautical rope go all the way around our 2 planters, and then I'm going to do another line of rope on the top and the bottom, just so that it's nice and secure. Then all you have to do is add whatever flowers or greenery inside that you want, and this could definitely be modified with flowers for each and every season. Our last project, I'm going to show you how to make a really easy Jenga or tower block lantern. Here I'm going to make one of each to show you the difference in size. I believe I used 36 blocks to make one lantern. So the first thing I'm doing is I need to make 8 pairs of 2, and I'm just going to wood glue those together end to end with tacky glue or wood glue, either one. Once those are done, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 sets of 6, and I'm going to glue them together side by side like this. This will be the base of our lantern and also the top of our lantern. So 6 glued together on the long sides and another set wood glued. Then I'm going to need 4, and I'm going to glue them like this in a square. This will be part of the top of our lantern. So you can just glue them end to side all the way around. And then you will also need 4 loose, just by themselves, single Jenga blocks. So here you can see all my pieces using the full-size Jenga blocks, and then over here to the right, all those same things with the tumbling tower blocks. For my Jenga blocks, I did decide to give everything a coat of white chalk paint, mostly to cover up the word Jenga on the sides of some of the blocks. Here you can see with 4 of the pairs of 2 and 2 of the single blocks, I'm going to make 2 of these U shapes now, and then glue those together with that single block there joining the 2 pairs. Then my sets of 6, I'm going to glue 2 on each of the long sides there on the top and then also on the bottom, and we're going to do that for both sets of 6 blocks. Then with your other 2 single blocks, we're going to glue those here on the left and on the right. And we're going to then use these 2 single blocks to attach our U-shape blocks. Now I didn't think of this. I could have put also some glue on the bottom, but I only put glue where it's touching that single block. But anyway, you can see what I'm doing here. 1 U-shape on this side of the 2 single blocks, and then we'll turn it around and glue the other U shape on this side to build our lantern. And while that's drying, we're taking our square there with the hole in the middle, and we're going to center that on our other set of 6. This will be the top of our lantern. Now that this base piece is dry, just put some glue on the top of each tower and then center your lid right there on the top. This was such an easy design to make a lantern. I feel like these would be really easy to make for like centerpieces. And then just a little decorative touch, we're going to add a piece of nautical rope for a handle going up and over the top. So I went ahead here and left the tumbling tower block one natural, also adding the rope handle. You can see here the size difference between using Dollar Tree's tumbling tower blocks and actual Jenga blocks. Well, thanks again so much for joining me back for this video with these neutral farmhouse budget home decor. I really hope you enjoyed them. If you like these types of videos, please give this video a big thumbs up. Let's see if we can get this video to 5,000 likes, as that really does help grow my channel. And as always, be sure to let me know which project you liked the best.